Well, I said I was going to do a video a day, and here's number 2. It's actually January 3rd. It's on my mind today. Technology. I got into a conversation today with a buddy of mine on the way home, talking about cell phone plans, costs, how they change every year. They just went from 3 years to 2 years. And what happens is the billing cycles end up being raised a little bit because you say if you have a device that's like $500 and you had 3 years to pay it off, divide every month by 3 years instead of 2 years, the prices per month are different, so you end up having to pay more per month in shorter terms contracts. Anyways, they're making their money, and that's the point. So I recently had an iPhone 5, which I'm still trying to get rid of, like $400. But since the 5 came out, nobody wants it anymore. It's only a year old, but nobody wants the 5 anymore because there's a 5S. So I get caught up in this too sometimes, with I want the newest thing, I want the best, whatever it is. Not just for bragging rights, not to show off, not to, I don't know what it is, just technology runs with certain capabilities, and if you're into it, then it feels like you need the next thing in order to keep up with what's going on. For instance, sorry, I'm playing with the music here a little bit. My choice to get the new Samsung Galaxy Note 3 over the Note 2 was the memory capability, the 4K video capability that it has for future filming. Screen density, it's a 1080 screen instead of 720. Now, why is all this stuff important to me? Why are the bigger numbers and more specs more important? And to be honest, the thing is, I paid out the rest of my phone, got a new contract with the phone, paid it all out, and I still don't use the phone as much as I was using my 5. So why try and race to get this newest stuff when you're 80% of the finish line, 90% of the finish line? They just move the finish line further and you keep chasing the newest stuff. This is what I was talking to my buddy about today on the bus. This makes me think, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of that racing. It's always something new. Technology changes all the time. It's always more expensive right when it comes out, and if you wait 3 years, the same quality of stuff is much, much cheaper to get, so you're not under the stress of paying so much money to get all whatever it is. I mean, look at 32-inch LCD screens now that are 720 or even 1080p. They're $300. When they came out, they were so much more than that. They were thousands of dollars. So if I was just to change what I perceive about technology and slow down and wait the 3 years and be in the 3-year behind category, I wouldn't spend nearly as much money and be worried about what the newest stuff is. But it's about sensory input, I feel. My ears are very sensitive, so I have a lot of stereo equipment to keep up with what I can hear and my desire to hear clearly. Visually, with Apple's Retina screens, they've dramatically reduced the size of pixels, so now a lot of the phones have this tighter, nicer looking image, so it keeps perpetuating itself. What's the next best thing? The 4K, which is even 4 times the pixels as 1080. It never ends, it just keeps going. But then at some point you have to say, well, can I hear the difference? Can I see the difference in what's going on? And you draw a line. Eventually, you're not going to be able to emulate reality itself. There's nothing you can get screens that are going to be that great. So it's not going to really matter. Oh, this is Casey Robertson, Live Revolution. This is from Between the Cracks, and this song is actually called Between the Cracks, featuring DJ Grosh. Really, really great. yeah, so anyways, technology race, you know, it's just try and keep up with the best stuff all the time. It's not just specs. I mean, it is about use. If whatever they come out with makes use a lot easier, then why not? But if you're not getting a use out of it and you can't hear the difference or you can't see the difference, then, I mean, what are we getting it for? The color, the fashion? Why? I don't know. Something I struggle with anyways. Maybe people can relate. Big up Spun Turtle. Got this at WEMF 2012, I guess. I guess we didn't have one in 2013. WEMF will come back eventually. Maybe. We donate, it'll come back. Alright, that's my next to 6-minute video for the January 3rd, 2014. Just the technology race, you know. Gotta make that choice whether we want to keep up with it or just let it go, you know. Oh, it started over. How about that? Alright, I'm going to bed. Good night.